Good evening and welcome to the Barney Festival of Music and this our Young Musician of the Year Grand Final. The process for this final began all the way back at the beginning of the long 7-week half-term at the start of June, where we received entries for both our junior and advanced final from pupils across the year groups here at the senior school, which was absolutely fantastic to see. After some tough decisions, we selected 5 pupils for the junior final and 6 pupils for the advanced final, all of whom you will hear this evening. Before the final, these pupils took part in a workshop with Jason Mathias, the Director of Music at Brighton College, where he shared tips and advice on how to improve their performances ready for this evening's final. And it's been amazing to see how the pupils have responded to Jason's feedback. Their performances really have stepped up a gear in professionalism and in their musicality, which has been really super. So well done, firstly, to every single one of you who are in tonight's final, whether the junior final or the advanced final. You've worked incredibly hard and submitted some really very thoughtful and carefully prepared performances. Well done. Tonight we're lucky enough to welcome Owain Park as our adjudicator. Owain is an internationally renowned composer. He's an award-winning composer and also director of the world-famous vocal ensemble, the Gesualdo Six, who visited Barney earlier in the year towards Christmas, and we were very lucky to hear them sing and for them to be able to work with our chapel choir, which was an absolutely amazing experience. So we're very grateful to Owain for giving up his time to adjudicate tonight's final, but not only adjudicate, to share some really interesting feedback, to share his thoughts and to give some incredibly useful advice to our young musicians as they continue on their musical journeys. So thank you so much, Owain. We really look forward to hearing what you have to say at the end of all of the performances. In tonight's Young Musician of the Year Grand Final, we'll start by hearing our junior finalists, followed by our advanced finalists, and all performers will appear alphabetically in order of their surnames. Before then though, I'm delighted to hand over to Mr. Jackson, our headmaster, for some words to our young musicians.
Hello everyone, I hope this finds you well. Just a quick message from me to the entire music team at the end of this slightly bizarre year. Firstly, I just want to say well done on a quite wonderful year. The quality, the dedication, the humour, that all combined has meant it's been an absolute privilege to have a front row seat and to watch your ongoing development this year. It's been just quite a privilege to be part of. A real highlight has been watching the chapel choir grow as well, not just in size, but in its musical quality, and long may that continue. At a time when music departments up and down the land have closed or have had little or no contact, have been frustrated by a lack of engagement, it's just been a real, as I said, privilege to watch the way in which you've continued to engage, practice, perform. You've demonstrated all the qualities and characteristics that we hold so dear here at Barney, and thanks for that. I share this video with you before we know the winner of the Musician of the Year award, the inaugural award, and my wholehearted congratulations to that individual. But my congratulations to all of you who were brave enough to take part. If you've missed out, and a lot of you will have done, you'll be disappointed, and that's natural. But that's part of life, and it's really important that you congratulate the successor, and then you work out what you could do to improve. What can you do differently? How can I continue to develop? And that's what life's about, and that's what makes learning a musical instrument so important. It's such a great reflection on a development of a journey, and being brave enough to enter competitions as well as part of that. So well done to all of you who took part, and congratulations to the winner. Finally, you've been an absolute inspiration for the entire community during this past 4 months or so. And on behalf of everyone at Barney, I just want to say thank you. Have a great summer, Barney.
Hi, I'm Heather and I'm going to be playing Danny Boy for you.
over this. I'm so over this. I am so much happier now, happier than you would ever allow. Now I'm free, free to be me. This is the end, my final decree. It's clear you don't know what love is. Self-absorbed and selfish. Well, now you have gotten your wish. 'Cause I am so over this. Over this. I'm so over this. Over this. I'm so over this. I'm over this.
Hi, my name is Emma Hardy and today I'm going to be playing Summertime by George Gershwin. Thank you.
My name's Lucy Nattress and I'm going to be playing Dusty Blue by June Armstrong.
name is Ruby Smith, and today I will be singing I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. Hope you enjoy.
If I should stay, I would only be in your way, so I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. And I will always love you. And I will always love you. You, my darling, you. Bittersweet memories, that is all I'm taking with me. So goodbye, please don't cry. We both know I'm not what you need. And I will always love you. And I will always love you. I hope life treats you kind, and I hope you have all you've dreamed of. And I wish you joy and happiness, but above all things, I wish you love. And I will always love you. 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 I will always love you.
Good evening, my name is Evie, and today I'm going to play the first three of the 6 metamorphoses after Ovid for oboe solo by Benjamin Britten.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my Young Musician of the Year entry. Today, I'll be playing Largo al Factotum by Giacomo Rossini. It's from his opera called The Barber of Seville. It is the opening aria we get in the opera by the lead baritone, Figaro. And this Figaro chap is a very, very flamboyant and very, very crazy character. If you ever watched any recording of it live, and you can see what the actors are doing, he's very flamboyant, and it's very funny, the stuff he does. And I do hope his flamboyancy and his very, very crazy character is brought across in my piece. So I hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name is Lois Falshaw and I'll be singing At Last by Etta James.
My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Oh yeah, at last the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I can call my own, and I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. Oh, yeah, you smile. Whoa, and then the spell was cast, and here we are in heaven. For you are mine at last. Thank you.
My name's Tom Forster. I'm going to be playing One Note Samba by Antonio Carlos Jobim.
Hello, my name is Benito Robertson, and today I shall play the scherzo from A Midsummer Night's Dream.
I'm Ben Taylor, and this is Round Midnight by the legendary Thelonious Monk.
absolutely fantastic. Thank you to all of our finalists, the junior finalists and the advanced finalists, for submitting your videos for tonight's grand final. And without any further ado, I'd like to hand over to Owain Park for his final thoughts and the adjudication.
Hello, I'm Owain Park, and thank you so much to Mr. Dawson for inviting me to judge this year's Barney Young Musician of the Year. It's slightly unusual, isn't it? I'm not sure that I've ever had to listen to so many interesting and varied performances coming from so many different places at the same time. But it's absolutely amazing to see you all performing. I came to the school in December and worked with some of you with my vocal ensemble, the Gesualdo Six. We were really impressed with the standard of music making, of the singing, and of course it's so nice to see not just singers but instrumentalists performing as part of the Young Musician of the Year. It's been an amazing programme of events that you've had. This sort of wraps things up really. So without further ado, here are a couple of comments generally for everyone that took part. It was, the standard was fantastic. Well done to those of you that introduced your pieces. That's not easy to do. It's not easy in front of a live audience, and it's certainly not easy when the audience is behind a screen. And to those that acknowledged the applause, it was well deserved as well. A smile goes a long way to reassuring those who are watching you, especially when we get back to in concert halls and chapels and that kind of thing. If you can reassure your audience just by making them feel at ease, that can go a long way to just relaxing them before you perform. So just a couple of little general things there, but let's move on to the junior category. So we started with Heather and a wonderful rendition of Danny Boy. Thank you for this, Heather. You showed really good breath control throughout. I was really impressed with that. I used to play the trumpet myself, so I know how difficult those long phrases can be. I think a lot of you played with a piano accompaniment, and a general thing is that for this kind of competition, if you like, something without a piano accompaniment, especially when it's not actually being played in the same room as you, can be really advantageous, because of course then you can take more liberties with the tempo. So just have a think about that. But I thought you had a really good sense of pulse, and you managed to stay with the pre-recorded piano. One thing for you just to think about was that in this piece, which is so often sung, maybe a little more dynamic contrast. And if you wanted to know sort of a little bit more about where it could be soft and where it could be loud, have a look at the words as they originally were for Londonderry Air. Ethan, really impressed with this. I think you're playing your own piece here. Do correct me if I'm wrong. And also sorry for any mispronunciations. I can't gauge the room here. There's literally nobody. It's just my fireplace. So well done for Over This. Lovely song. Really nice chord sequences as well. I was trying to sort of play along. One thing for you, just in the verses, give a little more of a sense of what the emotion's about. It was very sort of kind of monochrome until the chorus, and obviously then that does mean the chorus comes alive. So I think you do your song, but just for me, could have just done a little bit more of the words in some of the verses. Emma, really stylish playing of Summertime. Gershwin, an absolute favourite really. Again, a really good sense of rhythm and sense of pulse throughout. I thought your playing was exemplary really. Really very impressed for the junior category, so congratulations. Lovely tone, and a good sort of sense of when to use vibrato as well, so congratulations on that. Lucy, with your piano piece Dusty Blue, thank you for that. Very accurate playing. I was really impressed. Everything seemed to be absolutely in the right place. And sort of leading on from that, maybe if you fancy kind of learning the left hand kind of by itself for a bit, then that might free up the right hand to sort of sound a bit more spontaneous. So one of the things I do, I mean, often the left hand is sort of, you're charged with that sort of chum thing, and then the right hand's doing something different. So if you can get the left hand sort of really independent, then the right hand's free to just make it sound a little more free. Anyway, Ruby, the final player in the junior category, but of course not playing, singing Dolly Parton's piece so beautifully. I thought you had a lovely, sweet tone, really dolce. For the small notes, you know, when you sort of touch them when you're part of a longer phrase. I just wondered whether if you wanted to kind of relax onto them rather than trying to find each individual pitch, they might sound a little more sort of not improvisatory, because you kind of know where you're going with it, but just a bit more relaxed. And then with the chorus, I mean, just fill the room, just go for it. It was really good to hear, and I know it's difficult when you're not kind of in that space. When you're in your front room, it's so different. So I'd love to hear you sing that piece when you're sort of in the school chapel or school hall, something like that, when you've got a bit more room. But congratulations everyone in the junior category. And the winner in this category was Emma. So congratulations, Emma. Your rendition of Summertime was exemplary. And then I'd like to just award a highly commended to Ethan. I think I was really impressed with your piece. I thought it was just, it kind of had that sort of sense of ownership. And obviously, if it is your own piece, which I believe it is, then even better. So well done there, Emma and Ethan. Moving on to the advanced category, Evelyn, I hope I pronounced that right. Your playing of the Briton was excellent, really assured. You had such a lovely tone. I felt as though you kind of knew the characters, or at least if you didn't know them before, then when you played them, we did. First movement had really good pacing, and I think this goes again back to my point about it's good to choose something accompanied in this context, just because you've got the freedom and flexibility, and you took real advantage of that. My only comment would be that I thought that maybe in the second and third movement you could just push the extremes a little bit more, perhaps just being a fraction quieter in places. And I know on the oboe it's very different to singing. The breaths are different. But if you could maybe just think about the punctuation of each phrase and exaggerate the silences, and maybe just take us by surprise a little more often in that, then that might be even more fun. These are only ideas. It was great. Okay, Thomas, your Rossini. No, there's another Tom. Okay, it is Thomas, year 12. Okay, your Rossini on the baritone. Great introduction. It was the one that told me the most about the piece, sort of set the scene, which was really nice. I don't think that necessarily we can judge everyone by your introduction or by the way you bowed, but it was a really good example of what you can do before a performance, so everyone should just take note of that from Thomas. It's also really nice to highlight the baritone as a melodic instrument. Often a bit like Lucy's left hand, it's kind of left at the bottom, so sort of playing 1-5, 1-5, 1. But it was really fun to be able to hear that. I thought maybe in some of the phrases you could you talked about the flamboyancy of it, and actually if you sort of leaned into it a little bit more, take a few more risks, then we would have really enjoyed it, even more than we did already. So that's just one from me, but otherwise, well done. Lois, At Last. This was excellent. Really captivating. I think yours, amongst everyone's, was the one where I just sort of looked all the way through and thought, this is somebody who really gets this music. Captivating is the word I wrote, and you've got a really great voice. So congratulations for that. Super song. Tom, your one note samba. I did know the piece, so I did anticipate that there wasn't going to be just the one note, but it does sort of catch you out every time, doesn't it? Really nicely played, well done. Lots of strong saxophonists this year, so congratulations to whoever's teaching you, because you're doing a fantastic job. One thing I thought about the fact that it is on one note is the one you could think about maybe varying the onset a little bit. The saxophone's so versatile, and when you approach each different note, I think if you're able to just give it its own character, kind of as you're starting it, so sometimes the note could be a slightly harder attack, sometimes it could be a little bit softer. So you might just want to think about different points in the phrase, whether it's starting a little softer and then becoming a little bit more attacked, or the other way around. And if it wants to be even all the way through, that's also fine. But just have a think about how you might go about that. Benito, your Scherzo by Mendelssohn. Fantastic. it's a fast piece, this one. I wondered whether, as you get to know it a little bit more, it could just go even a fraction faster. But nonetheless, really technically assured. And it was very cool to see the marimba up close as well. We're often it's relegated to the back. And actually to be able to see it right in your... I mean, we didn't see your face, but we saw the marimba, so that was great. And really nicely tidy, organised playing, I thought, so congratulations. And then finally, Benjamin with your Thessalonius Monk, Round Midnight. Really classy playing, I thought, here. Lovely use of vibrato. It was just sort of measured, all at the right time, I thought. I mean, it's subjective, isn't it? But actually, you just made it very convincing. And it was just stylistic. So, well done. So, I think that nothing else to say, really. Congratulations, everyone. The person I'd like to award first prize in the advanced category is Evelyn. For her lovely playing of the Britain. So congratulations, Evelyn. And then I'd like to award a highly commended to Benjamin for his saxophone playing. But everyone did really well. I think you can tell, because actually the good thing about this is when I did house music competitions, you always felt as though, I can't remember actually how I played compared to everyone else. We can go back and watch. I hope you agree. If you don't, it doesn't matter. Music is subjective. You can think what you like. But really high standard of playing. So thrilled to be involved. Thank you very much. A wonderful programme of events. This is the Bach B minor Mass. Let's do it next year. Okay? Marvellous. Everyone take care. Thank you very much for having me, and have a lovely summer.
Thank you so much, Owen, and congratulations to our 2 Young Musician of the Year winners this year, to Emma in the junior category and to Evie in the advanced category. But more importantly, well done to all of you, and to all of you who entered. It's one of those things about a competition. We always end up having someone who is crowned the winner, but really all of you are winners. I know that feels cliched, but for all of you to, during this tough period of lockdown in particular, to step up, to submit your performances, to be brave enough to work on the feedback that was given in the workshop, I think is absolutely fantastic. And I'm sure that everyone at home has thoroughly enjoyed hearing you all perform this evening. As Mr. Jackson said at the beginning of the video, this is very much a journey for you as young musicians. So you might be disappointed, you might be elated, but take on the feedback that Owen has given and take that and run with it. Put it into your playing, put it into your practice, put it into your singing, and go on from here, because all of you are so amazingly talented and have so much potential. So make the most of that potential and make the most of the opportunities that come your way. Embrace them and keep going with that musical journey. Thank you all so much for joining us for tonight's grand final of our Young Musician of the Year competition. We have one more live event as part of the Barney Festival of Music, and that is tomorrow night for our Celebration of the Arts event. And luckily, I can take a back seat with this one. This has been completely organised by our amazing Sixth Form Arts Committee, and it's a celebration of visual art, of drama, and of music, and it's around 50 minutes just of pupil performances, pupil engagement, pupil submissions, and having had a sneak preview, it's really going to be a fantastic night. So I hope you can join us for that. Tomorrow, Thursday at 6 o'clock. Thank you all again for joining us, and we hope to see you soon.